and welcome to this week's video podcast. I'm Brent Dodge, owner of Alpine Physical Therapy. Today I have with me Leah Versteegen. We're going to be talking about Alpine's new wellness program, and I'm excited to have Leah with us today to explain how that program came about and what it all consists of. Leah, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Brent.
Well, you're the person behind the new wellness program at Alpine. What were you thinking when you came together with this program?
Well, it stems from my background. Prior to becoming a physical therapist, I did a master's degree in exercise physiology and worked in some cardiac rehab training, and just gained a very good appreciation of how much nutrition, weight management, stress management plays into not just our pain levels, but also our disease management, high blood pressure, cardiac issues. So I wanted to take that concept and those ideas and offer them to our patients in physical therapy, knowing that it would help them with their recovery.
Well, it's not something you see in a typical physical therapy practice, this kind of add-on value of a wellness program. How is that unique, and how is that helping your patients today?
Well, it's definitely evolved over the years since I began working as a physical therapist over 6 years ago, and initially thought of it as a separate program, and then realized that it should just be something that comes with our care. It should be a part of our physical therapy treatment. So we've decided that it's offered free of charge. We utilize some of our support staff who are all trained thoroughly, and many of them also have a background in exercise physiology through their undergraduate degrees. And so I guess the biggest part is, number one, that it's free of charge. It's not something that you have to pay for or show up for it extra in your free time. Each time you come into a physical therapy visit, we discuss wellness, from your weight management, your food choices, how you're dealing with stress. We'll even discuss a little bit for people who are trying to quit smoking at the same time, how they can improve their chances of making these lifestyle changes.
Well, I know over 20 years as a physical therapist, we've tried different ways of teaching and helping people with these ideas of wellness. But it sounds like what you've come up with is a real concrete way to get some baseline measures and track those over a course of physical therapy. How's that helping?
Well, I think that for people to succeed, the objective data is really the most beneficial. And most of us use a scale, which isn't always the most accurate measure of our wellness. A typical explanation that I give to my patients is not to worry about the numbers on the scale right off the bat. You can see a large weight loss as you're losing water content, and then it tapers off and you get frustrated, and then people give up. And that's kind of a typical progression when people try diets. So we utilize not just your weight and the typical BMI measurements that a lot of people have heard about, but we also take it a step further and use calipers to do body fat analysis using very well-researched and effective ways to measure your body fat percentage. We'll do circumferential measurements, waist to hip ratio. We measure your blood pressure, your heart rate. We do a cardiovascular fitness test, which is a step test, to give you an idea of the fitness level of your heart. A lot of people forget the heart is a muscle, just like any other muscle in our body, and it needs to be reasonably fit to avoid long-term complications or diseases. So getting those numbers and realizing where you fall in the general population, and then being able to see how those numbers change over time, really helps people to stay motivated and make this truly a lifestyle change. Something much different than just a diet, like you said, but more a true lifestyle change, which is what I think of as what wellness is. It's a full lifestyle change. It's approaching things differently, whether stress or nutrition, fitness, and those kinds of things. Can you describe to our listeners, our viewers, how the program at Alpine is different perhaps than a person might run into at, say, a fitness club? Why is the one at Alpine unique to Alpine? The most unique part is that it goes along with physical therapy treatment. So most of our patients are coming in with some sort of a musculoskeletal pain issue, and we we take into consideration their body's limitations given their injury or their pain levels and try to help them gradually insert themselves into cardiovascular fitness. We talk about nutrition for healing and not just nutrition for losing weight. So making sure your body is getting an adequate balance of protein, sugars, fats, carbohydrates, what it needs for your tissues to heal after an injury, as well as making sure that you're getting the appropriate vitamins and minerals and avoiding the bad simple sugars that can even delay healing and cause weight gain.
Which I think is fantastic because it is coming through a physical therapy office, a physical therapy clinic, which gives those patients, physical therapy patients, a nice add-on value to help them in a much bigger way than just injury or pain. And maybe that's what's unique about the program at Alpine, though there are some great programs that are offered through, say, fitness clubs. I know at the Peak Health and Wellness Center, where our South clinic is located, they do a great job. These are typically people that aren't having tons of pain, that aren't coming through the physical therapy door, so to speak. So I appreciate you identifying that and giving our viewers an understanding of how this program works. Right now, I think we're going to go to the tip of the day.
For a lot of you, taking the step towards weight management and overall wellness can be a scary thought. The best advice I have is to start now at your next doctor's visit. Discuss with him your desire to take this step and maybe explore it through your physical therapists at Alpine.
I want to say thanks to Leah Versteegen of Alpine Physical Therapy for sharing this new program, the wellness program at Alpine. Now, for more information on this program, we have a webpage dedicated to the wellness program. If you'll go to our main site, alpineptmissoula.com, you'll find a link to the Alpine wellness program.